Judge Thomas Neely was born in Sierra Blanca 95 years ago and was raised near the banks of the Rio Grande. He was educated in a one-room school and graduated from the Texas State School of Mines and Metallurgy. For those of you not familiar with the school, it became Texas Western before it was UTEP. And as you will soon learn, just 5 years shy of 100, he is as sharp and quick-witted as someone half his age. Few people know Hudspeth and Culberson counties better than Judge Neely. Although he did not study law, the bilingual Neely says he was always around courtrooms, either as an interpreter or bailiff. Jurors were once sequestered in what is now his office. Back in 1950, Judge Neely remembers serving on a jury. This was actually a working jail, and he recalls the amenities available to jurors back then.
And every evening he would bring us a quart of whiskey, and we would drink whiskey and play cards.
Neely did not run for Hudspeth County Judge. He was appointed by county commissioners at the age of 92. Judge, what prompted you to take over office as judge at age 92?
I never considered refusing it.
Raised on the banks of the Rio Grande, he says immigration has changed drastically. He remembers when he crossed into the small town of Bandera in Mexico just as easily as Mexican families would visit Sierra Blanca.
When I was growing up, I used to go over there on weekends and we'd play baseball, have horse races.
He says what hasn't changed are the cartels who ran off the people of Bandera. The small town no longer exists. Today, Hudspeth and Culberson counties are known for large numbers of migrants crossing, many who never make it and whose bodies are recovered in these mountains.
We didn't used to find bodies. The cartels will just point them in a general direction and say, go that way, and some of them get lost.
Hudspeth County recently made national headlines when brothers Mike and Mark Shepard, a federal prison warden, were accused of shooting into a group of migrants, killing one and seriously injuring another.
In my entire life, I've never heard of a jail warden killing anybody. I was shocked and you might say astounded to hear that they are accused of, shall we say, murder.
Neely says Sierra Blanca was once a thriving community. Now it has a population of 832. He says I-10 sucked the life out of this and other small communities. We did find one building people walked in and out of, the post office, where people are talking about Neely's eventual retirement.
I think he did a pretty well job keeping up comparatively to his age.
You wouldn't know that he was 95. He's still just as spry as he was.
I asked the judge what he attributes his longevity to.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I turn everything over to the good Lord.
And he doesn't stay put. With the elevators being out for the past 20 years, he climbs these stairs 7 times a day, from his office to the courtroom and back, and he'll continue to do so until the last day he does this.
Court is adjourned.
On December 31st. And listen to how the judge would like to be remembered.
A judge who helped to see this county through trying times to the very best of my ability.
And before leaving Sierra Blanca, I asked Judge Neely what he plans to do once he retires. He says he'll take care of the honeydews. In fact, he's in the process of converting the front porch of his home into an extra room. You may think that at the age of 95 he may not finish, to which he points out his mother lived to the ripe old age of 108.